Once you move into leadership, your responsibilities shift quite a bit. You're now concerned with employees, a range of employees, developing, coaching, mentoring, and let's not forget performance levels. So no wonder there's a couple of areas that new leaders struggle in. Let's talk about it. I'm Adrian from Adrian's Avenue, and I bring you information that's rich, relatable, and relevant that you could use each day in your leadership skills. Let's jump right into it. It's not uncommon for a new leader to struggle in a few areas, especially when you're just introduced to that position. We're going to cover 5 areas that are the most common ones that new leaders struggle with. The first area we're going to discuss is providing motivation. There may be a few team members on the team that need a little motivation. They may be a little stressed, a little anxious with the new supervisor coming into the team, and so they need to be motivated a little. And so also there may be some folks that need to find purpose back in their work. And so they're looking to you as their leader to help them in this area. What the challenge is, because you're so overwhelmed with the job responsibilities of the new jobs and everything that you have to learn and do, you may not be motivated yourself, and you have to have some inward motivation in order to help your folks on the team. What you want to look at is making sure that you are rewarding and celebrating the little wins that the team members are having. Also, you can help them by involving them in decisions that's being made on the team. Since you're new to the team, decisions have to be made, and if you involve them with the decisions, that will help them. But seek out ways to motivate them. You can ask your team members, how do they like to be rewarded? How do they like to be motivated? If there's things that you can help them with, and just jot down a few things, but you don't need to jump on it right away, but just make sure you are finding some inward motivation in yourself so that you can relate that back to your team members. The second area is communication. Now, it may seem simple or sound simple to keep all the team members on the same page, but not as simple as it sounds. Simply because this is relaying all the information that you're receiving, and it may be fast-paced information coming at you to the team members, timely and completely as you're hearing it, to get the information out to them as quickly as possible. This is a challenge because the perspective that they're seeing and what you're saying to them may be totally different. There may be some communication areas on the team that need to be addressed also. And this is another area that you may struggle in just a bit. Now, this information that you're receiving that could be possibly fast-paced could be about the organization, it could be about functions in the team, and then it could be about new processes that's coming into the company. And so there are areas that you're constantly receiving information about that you need to get out to the team members as quickly as possible. Now, this communication does not stop with your team members. It could be communication with your superior, your boss. How does this person want you to respond to them? How often do they want you to talk? It could be even with your peers, the people that you work with on a daily basis that's not a part of your team, but that is a part of the section that you work in. So this level of communication needs to be effective at various levels with your team, as well as with everyone else that you communicate with in the company. The third area that we're going to talk about is leading through change. You could be stepping into your new leadership position right at the time that the company is going through some major changes. Wow, this can be scary for the team members as well as you stepping into this position. They are uncertain about the future or uncertain about the changes that's coming on, and they're looking to you as their new supervisor, as their new leader, for guidance. And so it's incumbent upon you to be as prepared as you possibly can, get whatever answers that you can, remain calm, and give them the guidance that they're looking for during this time of change in the company. Now, one thing that's not a struggle is for you to hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the latest information as it becomes available to you. Now, this fourth area, I'll be totally transparent. I just learned about the name of this just recently, and it is the imposter syndrome. This is where you don't feel like you're good enough or you are deserving of that position that you just received. You may be a little shaky in the skills or your confidence level. And so you have this feeling that, well, I'm here, but I'm a little nervous and I don't know if I really should be here. During this time, you may even question your own skills or judgment abilities. But what you can do to help with the situation is take the time to prepare before meetings, do a lot of reading, consult your other peers, use resources to help you be better prepared when you get in front of your team or when you're faced with a challenge during this time. So don't let this imposter syndrome really get in your head and disturb you. I don't know very many people, honestly, that get into a position, new to a position, and know 100% of the time what to do, or 100% comfortable and confident that they can do the job. This is a growing process, so this is your time to grow. Just relax, you'll do fine. Now, the fifth area that we're going to discuss is internal challenges. And this is remaining positive when things don't necessarily go right. There will be things that don't go quite right during the day, during that week, or during that month. But it is upon you to remain positive, even though it's not going as planned or as you thought that it would go. Things will get better. Another internal challenge you may have is being liked. We are people and everybody wants to be liked. And there are decisions that need to be made on your team at times that may not make you the most popular person on the team. And so, but we all have that desire to be liked. And when we make a decision and maybe you can see some faces or some smirks, it's going to make you feel a certain kind of way, feel not so comfortable, a little uncomfortable with the team. But this is something you as a leader, that what you signed up for, is something that you have to go through. And so just know making the right decision is the best thing to do. Being liked is great, but being respected for the decisions that you've made is even better. Now, this new position may have you up under a lot of pressure. And what you want to do is go ahead and take the time to process the information so that whatever decisions that you're making them with clarity. That's the main thing. So take the time that you need as a new leader to process the information. The leaders that's been in the position for a while, they may have a better rhythm already going, that they can take information, process it, and give it to the team. But you as a new leader, this is something, it's a growth process, and it's time for you to take that information, take the time you need, and then give it to your team as you see fit. Well, that's it. But believe me, you will have more opportunities, more struggles, and more challenges than what we covered in this video. For example, once you go through leading a team through change, the next time change happens in your company, guess what? You'll be better prepared for it, and you'll know the direction that you need to go in. You'll know how your team responds. You'll just be a better supervisor, a better leader at that point in time. So these are all good for you, even though going through them may not feel so good at the time. They are beneficial for you. It helps you add value to the team, add value to the company, and add value to yourself. And you will learn quite a bit about yourself as you go through the struggles in new leadership.